All right, folks, what's going on? Yes, hey, we're on the water. We're here at Harris Chain. That's right, it's the Toyota Southern Division. All right, we're getting after it today. We're at the land of the giants. It's March. It's time to go catch the big ones. So we're excited. I got David fishing with me today. What's going on, man? You ready to whack them?
Absolutely.
Yep, he's fired up. He was ready to go this morning. Made it easy getting the boat in. We're boat number 135. So yes, we're at the back of the pack. 154 boats. We're due in at 5 o'clock, so we got a lot of time to fish. We're gonna fish up here around Eustis probably first off, and then we're gonna lock down after about an hour and a half, 2 hours of fishing. But I'm excited. Yes, it's time to go get them. Got some of my favorite lures tied on. We got the old square bill tied on. And then over here we got our finesse tactics. But it's gonna be fun. Appreciate you guys joining us. You guys are riding shotgun. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Let's go, baby.
You got him?
Brim.
Little guy. Little guy. I got it.
Look at that joker. Big. Fish? Good fish. Oh! Yeah, hold on. Calm down. Calm down. Watch. You saved one, but you're breaking another one. Hey, son, he went in after the rod.
Got it.
Oh, man.
Sorry, buddy.
What a disaster. I'm so. It's a good thing it's going to be 85 today. We got number 1 in the boat. Fish.
There you go.
Try this again.
Good fish. That's a lot drier, right?
All right. 3-pounder.
That one?
Yeah. Little guy. Oh, crappie. Dang. We eat him.
It's a nice crappie there.
Oh, slab. Huh? What about that? Yeah. Sakala.
He was in there.
Little guy flipping. He's fat though.
Fish? Four.
Yep. Boy, that's rough. Rough. This one too. We're in Florida, man. We ain't supposed to weigh those. Now, how'd that fish back up? You see that? That's 4. He's mean. 5. How's it going?
How you doing?
Got a dink in there.
Got a dink in there? Five and 5.
We just went to what I think Sands Island, Georgia, 5 in the bag. How you, my man?
Fantastic.
We got 5 today. Gonna weigh 9 pounds in, 3 ounces. Lucas got some work to do tomorrow, but
Yes,
I promise you, day 2 is made for moving, and he's always moving.
All right, folks, welcome back to Real Life Lucas Black. Hey, fired up. It's March, sun's coming up, we're on the water. We're here at the Harris Chain, and yes, we need to crack them. Yesterday, caught a bunch of dinks, weighed in some dinks, 9 pound, 3 ounces. So got to catch over 20 today to have a chance at the top 25 here at the Toyota series. All right, so top 25 make the cut. That's what we're after. So we're going after the big ones. I tried to go down to a pop. I told you guys I was going down there, and I decided not to go. Got to the lock at about 10:45. There was about 10 boats. I was number 10, so it was going to take me an hour or more to get on the other side. And so I decided to turn back and then caught a bunch of dinks. But we're committed today. We're boat number 20, and we're going. All right, and I've taken the forward facing unit off, so it's not in my way. We're gonna have about 2 miles an hour more on the old Skeeter Yammy Hammy right here, so we're gonna be flying fast. And then yes, look, we've emptied it all out. We got about 9 rods in the boat right now, and this is my man Alex.
Yep.
All right, he's my co-angler today. And he said he brought 5 rods, and he never does that. So we're keeping it simple today. We're getting up in it. We're gonna be flipping and pitching and loving every day. You guys are riding shotgun. All right, folks, so here we are. We made it. We have made it to the lock. And we are, looks like we're boat number 5. Yes, this morning at the lock. So pretty good, pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. We're gonna be the second group in the lock. There's 3 boats that can go through at a time. So there's 3 boats now. They're almost up there, so they're gonna be released here in just a minute. But yes, pretty good run. Yes, boat number 20, and we're boat number 5 through the lock. So it's time to get after it. Yeah, almost fishing.
Good one. You need that?
Yeah. Joker's crazy, ain't he?
Yeah, this is mean, ain't it? That's a good one. Chatterbait, chatterbait.
Must be a shad spawn going on somewhere right in here. There's gotta be some bigger ones. You notice that pepper grass right there? Yeah, that's what they're on. Yep. Bit.
Got the mange.
Yep. All right, folks, what's going on? Yes, this is the Harris Chain Rundown. So this was my first time fishing on this chain of lakes in Florida. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to going back. I need a little redemption. As you guys saw, you expect to catch bigger bags than what I caught when you go down to Florida. And so I'm looking for some redemption when I go back. So I learned a lot during this tournament. And so I want to share it with you guys, and maybe you can learn what not to do, and maybe something different to try if you got some ideas, and maybe I can inspire you with different ideas from this rundown right here. But I had a day and a half of practice. The Toyota Series has now cut the practice time on the last day to 2 o'clock. I didn't realize that until I showed up on the last day, so that was my fault for not reading the rules. But in the morning time, the first morning, I spent my time around Lake Harris, right there close, and I did find a shad spawn, so I was excited, like, all right, I found a shad spawn. But it was hard to get bit. But I was like, man, I was really committed to fishing a shad spawn. These fish were in a post-spawn mode. And so the next morning, I stayed there in Lake Harris as well, trying to find the fish to get bit on that shad spawn. It did not happen. And so I went searching. I went searching elsewhere, and it seemed like my best bites came from Lake Eustis. Okay, so went to Lake Eustis, and I found some fish holding on what the Floridians call pepper grass. Yeah, it was kind of a new grass for me, but pepper grass. It's kind of a leafy grass with a little bit of like brownish orange color maybe to it. And these fish were holding on it, and there was one place that I found where there was lots of cuts and pockets of that grass. It was topped out a little bit, like in 4 to 3 feet of water. You could barely see it sticking up. But they liked that grass, and so that's where I ended up fishing on day one. But deep down, I wanted to go to Lake Apopka. I wanted to, and I regretted not practicing there. I should have at least dedicated some of my time to practice there, but didn't do it. And so that was a mistake right there. There were a lot of folks that went to Lake Griffin. They did well in Lake Griffin. Some folks went to Apopka and did well in Apopka. And that's where I wanted to go, because I felt like it suited my style of fishing. But there is a risk. It's a long run. You got to go through a lock. The lock only holds 3 boats. So this was my first time going. I didn't have that experience, so I was a little hesitant. And so my plan going into day 1 was to fish what I had found in Eustis, maybe catch a limit, at least 3 or 4 keepers, good solid keepers, and then go to Lake Apopka if I really needed that bigger kicker to get above 15 pounds. That was kind of my plan, because I'd never been to Apopka, so I was going to be fishing blind. But I had an idea of what I was looking for because of what I found in Lake Eustis. So that was the plan. I went to Eustis early in the morning. I did have a few fish that I'd found that was around some beds. That didn't work out. I think they had already moved out. They did their thing by the time the tournament started. So that pepper grass was the deal for me. And I think I put 3 keepers in the boat on that pepper grass. And then I ran to Apopka. That's right. I made the long run, got to the lock. There were like 11 boats there, so I was going to be 4th in line because it only holds 3 boats. So I wasn't going to be on the other side probably at least an hour, okay? And I did the math and calculation how long I was going to have to fish. I didn't feel like it was worth it, and so I went back to Eustis and went to work. In hindsight, yes, that was probably a mistake. So next time I go, I'm going to be a little more committed, like I was on day 2. I went straight to Apopka on day 2. Got through the lock. I was 2nd in line to go through the lock, and so got to fish a lot in Apopka, and I pretty much had the weight that I had on the first day in the first like 30 minutes. So I don't know. Next time I'm going to be a little more committed when I go to these chain of lakes and where I want to fish, because it's a big, lots of lakes, lots of water that you got to cover and practice. And so you can't spend all your time running around like a chicken with your head cut off like I did. But here we go. Here's the lures. And this is why I fished them, that you guys want to know about. So this is the Thunder Cricket Gold Blade Series right here. Olive Shad. That's the color that I focused on. And that is the Blade Minnow, the KVD Magic color Blade Minnow. And as you can see, these are, I got 2 of them right here rigged up because they are torn up. Right there, you can see all the teeth marks. And the reason I fished this color was because there was a shad spawn, I believe, going on around that pepper grass. So this imitates a shad, but it's also got a little like bluegill-esque colors. And there was a war on bluegill, okay? These fish were coming off the spawn into a post spawn, and there was a war on bluegill. So this has a little bit of bluegill colors to it. Okay, this KVD Magic has like a green pumpkin or watermelon with a little bit of sapphire blue flake in it with just like a pearl belly. And the olive shad has some green and purple flake on top. So it kind of imitates a bluegill as well as a shad. So it was a dynamic duo, so to speak, as far as imitating the bait fish, right? So that's why I went with that color. That was the main deal. And what was really cool, and hopefully you guys captured that on the video, there was a place in Apopka that I saw a fish, boil on top of the water, just made a little, hit the top right there, threw out there and caught like 3 in a row, bam, bam, bam. And my co-angler did as well. And that was on some pepper grass, okay, which was really interesting. It was kind of a section of pepper grass right there by some reeds. And that was fun. It was like bam, 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 right back to back to back on that chatterbait. and they really liked it moving fast. I felt like speed was your friend in this tournament, and I probably didn't figure that out until too late. But erratic action, speed, I would do a lot of reel cranks, a lot of jerking. I know you could see on that first fish I caught on day one at Eustis, I'm jerking the rod, and then all of a sudden there's a fish on it, and a decent fish. And that's when my co-angler dove head first. What about him diving head first in the water? David White, what a trooper he is, right? A warrior. I want him on my team when the fight starts. Just diving head first, getting my rod. So if you guys don't follow him, go check him out. He's got a YouTube. I think he put a video out when he fished with me on day one. But man, losing my voice here. But I did have a flipping stick tied on as well. Just June bugs seem to be the color of choice with a lot of anglers, and also a speed worm. That cut our speed worm got bit, and I think also the Zoom Magnum speed worm is also a good one down there. I know my co-angler was throwing it, and so that's it. That's the Harris Chain rundown. I'm looking forward to going back because I'm going to get some redemption. Hope you guys learned something. Maybe you learned what to do and what not to do as part of the process of this tournament fishing, right? You got to go through, you got to eliminate some ideas, you got to eliminate some water, and I hope I helped you on that. Appreciate you guys joining us. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, click the notification symbol. We'll see you next time on Real Life with Lucas Black.